to the incentives of the underlying call center software provider or the underlying MSP provider that, powers
Okay.
the phone system,
Yeah.
or the UCaaS vendor,
Yeah.
that is selling this business communication software. Because think about it, for the past 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, the entire telecommunications industry, including UCaaS and CCaaS and CPaaS and everything else,
Yeah.
it's just a constant story of margin compression,
Yes.
and revenue compression. And think about, okay, I'm a UCaaS vendor, right? One of my big customers has a core problem with their business. They need their calls answered after hours, and or they need their calls answered in general, right?
Yeah.
And right now, they don't really have a solution to offer that business other than sort of the connectivity itself, right?
Yes.
Or maybe the call center software itself, and then all the money that is going toward the call center employees, right? They don't see any of that money, right? It's in a completely separate world. But now suddenly with AI agents and software, these companies have giant incentives to adopt AI agents so that
Yeah.
they can drive their own wedge in the middle of that, in the middle of that cost expenditure,
Exactly.
even if it's a lowering, of how much that business is spending on cost. Right now, they're seeing none of it, right? They are seeing
Exactly.
none of that at revenue. And now suddenly they have the opportunity to sell a customer something that they can make 15 cents a minute on, or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Telecom industry hasn't seen 15 cents a minute in 30 years,
Yeah.
and the sales guys that work for these companies, right? You better believe that they are thinking about the commissions and things that they can
Yeah.
make